Hello everyone and welcome to another high-elo game of Age of Empires. Today, complex political relations spanning 2,000 years erupt into a state of war as Mr. Yo, playing as the Chinese in red, gets ready to take on Hera, playing as the Malay in blue. Now all the players herd their herdables, explore their immediate surroundings, and try to go up to Feudal ASAP. Let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now, the Chinese are a very well-rounded civilization whose economic bonuses and strong tech trees mean a player has a lot of options on how to crush his or her enemies. To start with, all technologies get progressively cheaper, starting in Feudal Age all the way up to 15% cheaper in Imperial. Their farms seed with 10% more food. Their town centers support 10 population space instead of the usual 5, which is why you won't see a single house here, at least not for the immediate moment, right as I say that. And you do hit the ground running with 3 extra villagers, but 200 less food and 50 less wood. Now, to help defend your economy, your settlement against raids, take a look at this. Their town centers, look at that line of sight, +5 line of sight, giving you ample time and opportunity to garrison as many units inside as possible until the danger has passed, and your walls and towers can be upgraded to get 30% more HP. Now, militarily on the field of battle, the Chinese can field all top-of-the-line infantry units, although without the supplies upgrade, be prepared to pay a little bit extra for your champions. Their foot archers and skirmishers are also pretty strong, especially when you mix in their unique unit, the Chukanu. This is a foot archer that fires multiple arrows that can be upgraded to get even more attack with the rocketry upgrade. Now, while their cavalry is good, Chinese siege can be a pain in the ass to deal with, since their scorpions do have an upgrade that adds +4 attack to them. Now, across the grass, we've got Hera playing as the Malay, primarily a naval civilization, but one that comes with a few late-game land features that are incredibly powerful. To begin with, get this, their battle elephants become progressively cheaper as the game goes on, 30% cheaper in Castle Age, 40% cheaper in Imperial. Their infantry also get all the upgrades for free, so we'll keep an eye out on the top right of our screen as the ages progress. You'll see where my mouse is. Those squares get colored in. Their militia line units also can be upgraded to cost only food, no gold. So while remember, Malay don't get champions, this upgrade, when combined with supplies, basically turns their two-handed swordsman into a fairly cheap trash unit that only costs 65 food. Think Commanderan. For the Persians, turning their crossbows into wood only, this turns their two-handed swordsman into food only. Now, lastly, to help you raid your opponent's base, the Malay can turn to their unique unit, one of the funnest in the game, the Karambit Warrior. This is an incredibly cheap, super fast, but kind of overall weak unit that only takes up half a population space. The way that works is if you've got 10 of them, they only count for 5 population space. Now, in order to help you get these late-game features and upgrades as soon as possible, the Malay advance to the next age 66% faster than normal, which means you can either rush to the next age, or if you prefer to meander through the ages a little bit slower, build your economy, get your military count up, you can do that and catch up to your opponent relatively quickly. We'll keep an eye out. I'll show you exactly how that mechanic works once Hera clicks up to Feudal. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to click up to Feudal. Not going to spend the entire game in Dark Age, I hope, although that could be actually pretty fun. Those are the two civilizations, both sitting on 18-19 villagers. It is our Chinese who clicks up to Feudal Age first, housed at 20, but not really a problem when you're going up, because with only one town center, not exactly anything he can build at the moment. No barracks as well. Let's take a look at his resources. Primary gold, ooh, kind of back, kind of side position. Primary stone in a U shape, a C shape, depending which way you're looking at it, is very exposed to the front. And take a look at this. A few nice forests, but thin ones. Big open map. I would call this an open-ish map for our Chinese. And our Malay is going to discover where his opponent is any second now. There it is. But again, with that, look at that line of sight on the town center. Discovers and sees this horsey unit moving in and garrisons unit immediately. Our Malay, both primary resources in the backwards position, also has a few thin forests spread out a little bit better than Hera's. A little bit better than Mr. Yo's, I would say, but still a fairly open map, which is why you'll see Hera starting to wall his base off right immediately next to here. No, I don't know if you noticed at the top right, when Feudal Age started, it was 78 seconds instead of the 130. So the way that works with the Malay is it doesn't count the numbers down faster, 46, 45, 44. It just reduces the number of seconds it takes to get to the next stage. So for example, Feudal generally takes 130 seconds. The Malay go up in 78. Castle, 160 seconds. They go up in 96. Imperial, 190. They go up in 114, which is a pretty big difference and does allow them again to take a little bit of a slower approach to their economy. And when I say slower, I don't mean producing units slower. I mean just like lasting a little bit longer in whatever age they're in, producing a few more villagers, getting out a bigger economy. It is our Malay who is moving out. 3 militias and a scout. Meet Mr. Scout over here. Where is his other scout? Mr. Yo has also discovered where his opponent is, and now the battle moves firmly inside the inner juicy center of his base, where Mr. Yo tries to Viper Hera out. And take a look at the top right of your screen. Immediately hits Feudal, immediately scale mail armor for his units. So, another civilization like the Romans that has infantry armor upgrade features like the Malayans as well, to be honest. Although maybe the Malayans not a fair comparison because they get extra armor added to them. It's not like they get the technology affected, right? Is that a difference without meaning? In any event, a few kills already. 2 kills to 2. Now Hera remaining with how many? 1 man-at-arms with 12 HP, 1 scout cavalry with 22 HP, and a spearman. He saw the scouts building a spear. Little does he know, Mr. Yo has no military to speak of at the moment at all. He is going up to 27 villagers. Hera going up to 29. 3 army supply to nothing. You are looking at it. This is the entirety of the Malay army. Mr. Yo, we know he likes to do big construction projects. Kind of stopped the third of the way here. Now Hera, probably, my guess, if I had to guess, just trying to annoy these villagers, stop them from lumberjacking. I don't know if he's necessarily going to get any kills here. But look at this. With a few units and some fancy footwork, he's managed to pull 6 villagers off of the production line. And that's 6 villagers that are not jacking lumber. He now pivots south. Is he going to exit the base? Let's see. No more units for Mr. Yo beyond the 1 spearman. He is training another unit, though. It is a skirmisher. And Hera now. Okay. So Hera right clicks on this little tiny palisade. No real purpose to that, I don't think, unless what he's signaling to Mr. Yo is, hey, if you send a villager, you are going to have to deal with this army supply. But I don't know that this is necessarily, oh, Mr. Yo. Oh, he's so sneaky. He moved that spearman very wide off course so that the scout may not necessarily have seen it. Instead, Hera does see it because, of course, it is Hera, and maneuvers his scout away. But 3 skirmishers should be able to shoot away this army now. Maybe once he gets rid of the scout. 3 villagers gang up against a spearman. Now they move aside. They are going after the juicier target, the scout. They get him. And Hera's entire army is dead. Wow. 7 kills to 3. Nobody has yet killed a single villager. I wonder if our Malay actually cares, to be honest. Looks like he's getting supplies, so we know which route he is going. I was going to look at his resource and see maybe he's going to Fast Castle. Maybe he's massing his economy. He is 3 villagers ahead, which at this point is a 10% bigger economy. But more men-at-arms off the back of 1 barracks. Okay. Mr. Yo, palisade on fire. Ignores it. Says, I don't want to waste time repairing it. I'm just going to build one right around it. So even if this one falls, there is nothing that will happen to me. Skirmishers patrolling the edges of his map, and now he's starting his walling off. So both players carving out decent chunks of the map for themselves. Neither player with very good secondary and tertiary resources. I mean, take a look at Hera's gold. It is very far, and stone very far in the forward position. Mr. Yo, kind of in the same situation, although his secondary gold is a little bit more secure, and his secondary stone is a little bit more secure as well. Hera is not done, though. 5 villagers, 4 archers, 2 men-at-arms are what moves forward. A tower is going to lame this forest. We'll see. That's the name of the game for now. 7 villagers, 5 villagers. We'll see whose tower goes up first. While Hera now attacks the palisade gate to the north. His tower does go up first, but literally for a few seconds, both players garrisoning the maximum 5 villagers inside. Mr. Yo, another house. Does he have lumber camps anywhere else? I mean, we saw the one to the south, and that's exactly where Hera is heading. Ooh, he's got 5 villagers on stone. He's got enough stone for another tower. This is going to be problematic for Mr. Yo. If you can't get wood, there is nothing you can do in this game. There are some, what we like to call trash resources in this stage of the game are worth more than gold. In some cases. I'll add worth more than gold with an asterisk, because I know when I say stuff like that, people in the chat will go, or people in the comments will say, what the hell are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Stonewall? Stonewall behind this. Okay, so together with a tree, this should save this portion of the map, and he pivots again. But Hera, 5 villagers on stone. Has he discovered these additional forests? Yeah, so he's seen them, just kind of the tip, but not really too much. And holy moly, 15 army count to 6, 44 villager count to 40. Hera, he is pushing in. Forget laming forests. Now he wants to break into the base, and this is a lot of infantry here with +1/+1. No villagers repairing this house means they are going to get in here. Movement speed, skirmishers 0.96, men-at-arms 0.9. So they will never, in theory, catch up to these skirmishers unless the skirmishers stop. Stop the fire. Archers are now taking fire, but survive. So we got a bit of a dance. Skirmishers want to engage with archers. Men-at-arms want to engage with ranged units. Ranged units want to dance the hell away from those men-at-arms. Another individual archer with a massive, comically large bow is moving forward. Hera's tower to the north has fallen. His tower to the east remains. His tower to the south remains. He is building another tower. He is tower rushing our Chinese, who is 6 seconds away from Castle Age. How is this going to work out for our Malay? And let's see how quickly he catches up. He's going to click up. You saw that? 136, 96 seconds instead of the usual 160. That is over a minute of time saved. In-game time, I should point out, because if you take a look here, we are... The normal game speed is 1.7 or 1.6 or 1.7. Faster than normal human time. Hera sets himself here to get more stone. Oh man, the one pushing with towers must love this. This is 1400 stone for free at the moment. And what is our Chinese doing? Going siege and a knight. Where is the siege workshop? What am I missing? Oh, there it is. Siege workshop, stable in the forward position. So 1 archery range, 1 stable, 1 barracks, and a siege workshop. Literally 1 of everything for our Chinese in red. But unlike the Roman, this infantry unit does not get +4 at the moment. It only gets +2. And take a look at that. Immediately chainmail armor gets researched for our Malay. Man, Hera does not want to deal with late game Chinese. This is a pretty strong push here. Oh man, is he gonna try to castle drop? 550 stone, Mr. Yo. A knight. I thought this would be for defense. Instead, he explores the edges of the world. Hernan Cortez over here. Siege workshop for our Malay as well. Mangonel keeps getting repaired. Second Mangonel on the way. No more units though. 46 villagers to 50. Our Chinese is behind. But Hera's not repairing this tower. Like I said, 787 stone. It is now no longer a matter of if he will drop a castle, but when and where will he drop the castle? Will he... Okay, Mangonel, unnecessary shots here. Will he try to lame Mr. Yo's economy? Will he go for the more military infrastructure? There it is, right in the forward position. He is trying to lame the stone. He knows he's got control of this stone pile. If he can lame this stone, Mr. Yo's ability to build his own castle is absolutely denied unless he starts paying a good amount of gold for its stone. Not exactly the cheapest resource in the market. Oh my god, 17 villagers? Mr. Yo's caught up in economy, 54 villagers apiece. This is a third, more than a third of our Malay economy that is moving forward to get another castle. He's got 620, 630. He's got more stone. Oh, the villager dies. No more repairs for this mangonel. The archers can move in and snipe it now. Ooh, but Mr. Yo, beautiful. He repurposes a farmer. Re-educates the farmer to be a repair person, and the repair person goes after the mangonel, repairs it. And okay, Mr. Yo, so mission not really successful here for Hera. If the goal was to lame the stone before Mr. Yo could get a castle, Mr. Yo, I guess, suspected it, sussed it out. Oh, beautiful attack rounds there out of Hera, punishing Mr. Yo, not paying attention. Another amazing shot. 5 kills for this mangonel already, and it just popped out. It was literally born yesterday, and it already has 5 kills. And now he's thieving the secondary gold of his opponent as well. So, okay, now I don't mind 17 villagers. Ooh, what do you guys think about the position of this castle? Has Hera seen this tertiary gold? No, he's not. Which is, oh, wow, so sour. It's literally the next tiles over. Had he seen this, maybe he would have placed the castle more westward. Oh, no. We've got Chukanu coming out. +2, +1 upgrades on them. I would love if Hera built another mining camp to the south of this gold pile. That would just be absolutely epic. Would make his gathering so much more efficient. And Mr. Yo is replying in kind. 11 kills for this mangonel. Wow, and now the knights are chasing down Hera's villagers. There's another lazy knight over here. Hey, get your ass to work, buddy. He launches into action, and Mr. Yo is repelling Hera to the south, has repelled him to the north, but runs into a castle, needs to back away. And to this edge of the map, the stable is about to fall, but I don't know that Mr. Yo is necessarily going stable units anymore. No upgrades whatsoever. No bloodlines, no attack, no defense or armor, whatever you want to call it. Chukanus, though, are being pumped out. And Karambit warriors! Oh, you almost never see these. Building +0, but look at them with their double swords. Oh! Oh my god. You love to see it. Both players using their mangonels. Okay, now he discovers the gold. I mean, he should discover the gold if he heads a little bit south. You see those pickaxes throwing golden sparks in the air. Or maybe that's just us with Capture Age. Hera finally a second town center at the 30-minute mark of the game. But again, Mr. Yo has held to the south. The real question is, what will happen here? What will Hera build? Elephants? Karambits? He's doubling down on Karambits. They're +1. Remember, he's an Imperial now, so they get all the armor upgrades for free. Plate mail is done for them. A Treb is out. And the Karambits are roaming. These guys are here to ensure that the Mangonel doesn't manage to attack the Trebuchet. Okay, 2 bad attacks by our Chinese in red. Where's the monk? The monk is already over here looking to get relics. Oh, no. Chukanu versus Karambit. Man, oh man, did they destroy that mangonel super quick. What's their attack speed? Is it just the 2? The basic infantry attack of 2. Now this castle is getting double teamed. I feel like it's on the high ground, I want to say. It looks like there's a bit of an elevation here. Not really, maybe, I don't know. Spearman continues his journey around the world. This is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was the name of the main character from, Around the World, Jules Verne's Around the World in 80 Days? I remember Passport 2 was his, assistant. Oh my god. Phileas Fogg. Phileas Fogg. We'll call that Spearman Phileas Fogg. Phileas Fogg is getting attacked by a jaguar, it looks like, but Knight continues to work away at the siege workshop. Karambits are starting to roam. Like I said, they are basically the perfect raiding unit. They take a big giant step before they attack anything, but Mr. Yo is turtling up with these Chukanus. He is 1:40 from Imperial. He is housed for a second there at 85. Doesn't really matter. His opponent's at 76 army supply. Treb is gonna fall. Oh, why was he waiting so long? Why did he wait so long to launch a second volley? What's their attack speed? A 3. Maybe that's why. Basically the same attack speed as a skirmisher, right? 3? You guys know skirmisher or archer, one of them attacks on a 2. Yeah, I think the I think a skirmisher on a 3. Third town center for our Malay. He wants more stone. Mr. Yo, 5 villagers on stone. Hera sees it. He knows there is no immediate threat of a castle. Only 5 villagers. What are these villagers doing? Why are they just hanging out? Okay, garrisons, them Chukanus are here. Gets a convert on a karambit. We've got our first Chinese karambit here. So, for example, these 9... you know what? Let's wait until one of them dies. It's easier for me. These 8 only take up 4 population space, which is why you see 17 army count plus 74 equals 85 when the real math should be 91. Town center falls, castle falls. Mr. Yo is being pushed literally to the brink. Hera moving around with these karambits. They're not exactly the fastest unit, moving at a 1.32, but they're still faster than the Chukanu at a sub 1. Uh-oh, the knight knows. The knight knows that the karambits are on their way. Mr. Yo sees all of it with his infrastructure. Treb's shelling away at farms, but a nice new mill going up. And let's see it. Karambits run into a castle. They discover it. Discover some Chukanus. 1, 2, 3, 4 die. But does he care for? He's got 13, and Mr. Yo now needs to pivot. I love these kinds of games where one player pokes into one location, the other responds, then he pokes into another, the player responds. It's like watching tennis players play. You never know where they're going to launch that ball. Will it be to the left side of the court, the right side of the court? The other player has to react. A 4th town center going up for our Malay, while this is the first, I want to say, is, I mean, it's not technically accurate to say it's the first, but it is the only town center that our Chinese player has. 72 villagers. He is stuck. He cannot build, train, produce any more villagers, and they are getting attacked by karambits. What sucks is that all of Mr. Yo's production is here, but there's no wood anywhere here. He's got to go very far off campus. Okay, now finally secures this. It'll be a hot minute before Hera can get here with any kind of trebs. Hera? Honestly? After that pretty aggressive push in the early stage of the game, he's kind of taking his time right now. No? I mean, he wants herbal medicine. He wants to heal these units 6 times faster. Chemistry going for him as well. 28 karambits. Come on, one more volley and the treb falls. Let's see it. Karambits are chasing Chukanus. Monk tries to convert. Doesn't look like he got any conversions. And oh, the moves out of Hera. Oh, the Chukanu's missing. Oh, but now they're clumped. Now they take some damage. 2 of them fall on the retreat. Hera, arrows to the back of his unit's head. Phileas Fogg is back, this time attacking an outpost. Another town center. Don't mind this location at all. Wood, stone. I wonder if he can fit farms into here. This kind of looks like 3 tiles, maybe. Who knows? We'll see if that happens. More karambits on the way. This is the moment handcart, heavy plow are being researched for our Malay. He is sitting at a 30 villager lead. They are so much fun to watch. Look at them posturing, so aggressive. Holy moly, swords at the ready. But this really is a tennis match right now. Mr. Yo, maybe get a few outposts, you know, maybe put an outpost here, an outpost here, and an outpost somewhere here. And that way you at least have advanced warning of where your opponent is going. He looks like he wanted to get some stone, but realized there was no stone left to get. And now our Chinese is moving out with trebs. He needs to get rid of this castle so he has access to this stone pile here. Otherwise, he's got to go the long-ass route over here. Oh, no, it's not. It's only 2 tiles. I thought maybe underneath this escarpment, this ridge here, there might have been an extra tile, but no. Oh, no, entering into the castle fire radius. This is epic. The unique units of both players. The karambits peel off to the north. Look how quickly the treb is going to fall. Oh, I didn't even have a chance to finish that sentence. All 3 trebs for Mr. Yo are donezo. But Hera paying a pretty penny for those Trebs who are, oh man, now his Trebs are shelling away at the Chukanu. And no more Karambits. Hera's been knocked down to 5 Karambits. Bombard Cannon is out for our Malay as well, which is now going to attack the Treb. 5 villagers to repair. Maybe position your Mangonel out front here as well. 3 Bombard Cannon shots needed, but 5 villagers to repair means that it's going to need a lot more than that. And what is our Malay getting? He is going to Iron Casting. Surprised he hasn't gotten that upgrade yet. Not really building any military at the moment. He's an Imperial. Not too sure what he's massing resources here for. Is there any construction that we need to know about? He's not building military structures. He's not training military units. He's building villagers. Like I said, a bit of a surprising play here for Hera, who manages to finally gun down this last Treb. Oh, I say last. He's got 4 Trebs? Where the hell are these 4 Trebs for Mr. Yo? Where are they going? Where the hell are they going? Okay, so Mr. Yo received a distress signal from outer space, and the Trebs are positioning themselves. Is he trying to attack from the south? Oh, maybe he's trying to attack from the south here, taking on 1 castle at a time. I'm not too sure the logic behind this. Now with the castle extending all the way to the edge of the forest, these 3 Trebs are basically exposed. Unless he wants to risk the Chukanus to castle fire, these Karambits can basically take these Trebs out instantaneously. We'll see if he gives them the time, though. Elite Karambits, here we go. Armor upgrades, of course, fully upgraded, but they're moving in. Mr. Yo says, oh shit. Oh shit, I better get my ass over here. Not before 1 Treb will go down, though. And he is losing a lot of Chukanus. I mean, what was the point of that? Let's see how well the Chukanus are able to kite again. They are the slower unit. This is not exactly Plumed Archer versus Huskarl. Yeah. I mean, these Chukanus are dead. You've let your opponent close the gap. 10 versus 7 on the right. 5 versus 6 on the left. All 4 of your Trebs. What was the point of taking the Trebs all the way to the southeast? Wow. What a fun unit. I mean, you almost rarely get to see the Karambit Warrior. Such a fun unit, double fisting those swords. The Chukanu as well, to be honest. I'm glad we got to see this game. Oh, man. 42 Chukanus, 106 Karambit Warriors. This is basically the equal army count, though. Hera with his usual 200 to 300 APM at the early stage of the game. Mr. Yo right towards the end, but a bit of a more relaxed. Before I even click economy, I wonder how much bigger the Malay economy is compared to the Chinese. I mean, 150 villagers to 97. This might be overkill for Hera, unless he started producing battle elephants out of nowhere. Look at that. About 20 or so % bigger economy, more food, more gold, more stone, just a little bit less wood, which is pretty funny when you consider that it was Hera who tried to lame, or rather didn't try, he successfully lamed the forests around the map. It ultimately was Mr. Yo who pivots left. Yet another game where the pro players show us and teach us with their actions that it's okay to give up certain portions of your base. It's okay to get pushed back. You just have to be like Flubber. You have to kind of, when you get pushed on one side, the other side expands. And he pivoted westward where he had gold, he had stone, he had lumber, he had plenty of space for farms. Ultimately, though, couldn't get his economy up and running in time. And with the loss of these 4 Trebs, I mean, what the hell do you do at this point? Now you're just basically waiting to die. 113 kills for him. No surprise there with the ranged units on defense. 26 kills for these 14, 71 kills for our Malay, 12 of those villagers. And I am glad we got to see this game. Hera, like I said, an incredibly aggressive push early on, followed by a bit of a more relaxed push later on. I mean, I expected to see these Trebs somewhere over here by now. I expected to see at least some portion of Mr. Yo's base utterly demolished. Maybe Hera didn't know exactly how many units Mr. Yo had, exactly what the military count was, and so was a little bit cautious, but in this case didn't really need to be. Let's see if he had any kind of battle elephant follow-up. Where are his stables? Oh, did he even have a stable? Not up here. Barracks, archery range. This is the blacksmith. I don't think he even had a stable. What was he banking all these resources for? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. But ultimately, wow, our Malay with the tennis match serve and return with these Karambit warriors, 1 second attacking to the northwest, 1 second attacking to the southeast, then attacking to the center, defending the counter aggression for Mr. Yo's Trebs, defending against these Chukanus. And Mr. Yo did ultimately get 2 castles. So not terrible. His gold count is also pretty damn good. I wonder why he wasn't pumping out more Chukanus. This is very weird. 40 wood, 35 gold, right? So this is basically 30 Chukanus more that he could have had. But I think just maybe the loss of 4 Trebs, the loss of 1,600 resources may have just been too much. And now he's going to lose this army. And he clicks these Karambits. He sees they are fully upgraded. And there are always going to be more. Decides the GG. Hera with the awesome unique unit takes over the unique unit of Mr. Yo. Gets the W, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.